Hi guys, welcome to the Dyson Sphere Program. My name is Tom and this is episode number 25. In today's episode, we're going to explore the mechanic of the deuterium fractionation. So with that said guys, let's get started. So as usual, let's get started with the deuterium fractionation. And this will give us the fractionator and the recipe for deuterium fractionation. And this will give us 1 hydrogen for 1 deuterium, and we get a 1% chance to make 1 deuterium. That sounds like a really bad ratio. Interesting. Okay. So we'll research the fractionator, and then in the meantime, we can pull all 4 materials and components to replicate the fractionator. And then we can look into this functionality. So let's activate this. And so what we could do is we need to grab, let's see, we need to grab glass and stone brick. We do not have any stone brick going into here. We're just not making enough quickly. So I'm just going to upgrade this build here. And then I'm going to pull another mining machine here to fill the belt. Okay, so now we're gonna have a little bit more stone. And it looks like we need another miner. Okay. Alright, so that's still not getting us a full belt. But it is reaching our arc smelter down here, which is fine. What else we could do here is pull stone from here, stone brick, and we can connect the 2 lines together. So we can just hop over. We could do something like this. Okay, and then we'll go over the glass and then into the other splitter. Okay. Okay, excellent. And so that will give us a full belt of stone brick, and that's a MK2 belt. Okay, and then we can also upgrade this belt. Because what we're going to do is we're going to pull from this stone. We're going to pull stone from this belt. And in order to do that, we need to upgrade it to a MK2. And the steel is also on a MK2 belt. So this should be enough for us to just extend these 2 belts out here. Okay, excellent. And then we need to look for a place. I think right here should be fine. So we could pull glass over here. So that will be glass. And excellent, our deuterium fractionation is done. So we'll get to that as soon as we can. We'll pull glass from here. And we'll bring it up over here, and then we'll go in between the panels. Okay, and then we'll go over here, and under like this. We'll do that, and then we'll go up and over between our mall. Okay, so there's our glass. So we'll extend these belts over here. And then bring our glass there, and then we could just delete that belt. So the last component is the processor. So we'll get that processors over here quick. And of course, guys, we're gonna proliferate all this. Okay, where are the processors? Do you guys see the processors? Oh, here they are. Okay, we'll just extend the processor line over here. We'll come through the mall. And then we'll bring it right here. And I think our processors are proliferated, which they are. So we'll stick the spray coaters here. And then we'll go up one level for the proliferator MK1. And then I have proliferator somewhere over here. Aha, we do. So we can come over here with the proliferator. So we'll just raise the belt. Come over here and over here. And extend the belt here and then connect it to there. Okay, so we have everything we need here to replicate the Fractionator. So all we need to do is set our sorters with the filters. Okay. And then we need to do the glass. And then the stone brick. And the steel. And then we can trim back our belts like that. And then we can place a storage box here. We'll put on a logistic distributor, put some drones in there, or some bots, excuse me. And then we'll label this the Fractionator. Okay, and then we need the output. And then we'll set the recipe to the Fractionator. And then all we need is power. Okay. So that is completed. So we'll just sit here and wait until we get a couple stacks of Fractionators. And then any of the components we have in our storage, we can just put into the assembly machine. just like that. Okay, and so we are okay. So we are creating extra fractionators now. So let's just start off with a stack of 11. And now we need to find a place to fractionate. I think we could do it over here. How about we do it... We have some stone brick and a couple of oil seeps over there. We don't want to get in the way of that. So we'll just do our fractionator build over here. And unfortunately, we do need some foundation. So let's grab some of that. Where is the foundation? It's somewhere over here. Okay. All right, so we'll start our build right here. Okay, we need some soil pile. Okay, that gave us 221k of soil pile. Okay. I think this is going to work. So guys, here we go. Let's explore the fractionator. Let's explore the fractionator. So let's put one down here.
You built a fractionator, which can randomly fractionate several deuterium out of liquid hydrogen. Use a conveyor belt to import hydrogen from one side, export from the opposite side, and the deuterium will export from the front port after fractional distillation. You may want to increase the deuterium production rate. You can accelerate the speed of materials in and out, or build more fractionators.
Okay, that's a lot of information. So we need to get hydrogen over here. And I didn't think about that. So we got hydrogen over here. So it looks like we're going to be belting hydrogen. This is so crazy. What's your longest belt that you've made in Dyson Sphere? That's my question to you. Is it going to be as long as my hydrogen belt? I bet people made belts that circled the entire globe. Oh, we're running out of fuel. So let's grab some energetic graphite that's proliferated. And from my understanding, proliferated graphite will give us more power. Okay, so yeah, that's giving us 3.2. So it definitely is giving us more power. It's either giving us more power or our fuel gen is quicker. It's either one of those. I'm not really sure. So here's our hydrogen. Okay, so we're gonna have to come over here with the hydrogen. And over here. Oh wait, no. This hydrogen is... It's not proliferated. This is wrong. We need to get the proliferated hydrogen. So... We're gonna have to set a splitter here. Now I'm understanding the importance of proliferating your materials before the storage box or storage tanks here. So this should have been proliferated here. But that's with hindsight, you know? I didn't know that in the beginning. So you can't really blame me too much. Okay, yeah, that's proliferated. Just want to make sure. And let's delete this belt. We need to go over one tile so we can get over the belt. Like this. Okay. Oh, we don't need to go this far over. Our fractionator is over here. Okay, like that. Yeah, the hydrogen belt is definitely the longest belt here of one material. I'll place down some wireless power towers to charge my mecha. Okay. Alright, so how does the fractionator work? The fractionator is not working. Okay. Please input raw materials to be fractionated. Okay, so let's input hydrogen. And I assume... Does it go into this port? Or does it go into this port? There's 3 ports. Why is there 3 ports? I don't know. Let's do this real quick and see what happens. We will put a Tesla tower here. Okay, so we got a fluid input of 40. And this is deuterium, right? And this is hydrogen. We have 20 hydrogen stored in the fractionator. What's this 40 mean? The fluid input. What's the fluid input? Is this just the belt that's going into the fractionator? This is really confusing. 40. What is that saying? What does that mean? 20 hydrogen, 60 hydrogen. Nothing's happening. Why is nothing happening? Is this an output? Okay, nothing's happening. What about here? Okay, nothing is happening. Is there really no tutorial for this? Guys, there's no tutorial to the Fractionator. I need help. Help me. I'm so confused. I need someone to hold my hand. Oh my goodness. Okay, what do I do next, guys? Product stacking. 0 out of 29. Oh, I'm so confused. This is so confusing. I'm stumped. And there's no tutorials. Okay. What do I do here, guys? Oh, I want to cry. This is so complex. This is definitely the hardest thing I've done so far, just because there's no tutorial. Okay, that's just... So we have 40 fluid hydrogen input. I can't click it. And I have 20 hydrogen here, so if I click this, what will happen? Just more hydrogen goes in. If I click it again, it just keeps doing the same thing. What just happened? Okay. We completed our 14th milestone. You produced deuterium, a stable isotope of hydrogen. Under a strong magnetic field, deuterium can be made into hydrogen fuel rods for power generation. Cool. What's this? We have deuterium. We got 1 deuterium. But how? We removed hydrogen. Oh, there's another deuterium. I don't get it. Let's go to the research here. At a certain temperature, it is possible to take advantage of the high vapor pressure ratio between liquid hydrogen and liquid deuterium. Deuterium can be fractionated from liquid hydrogen with a considerable separation efficiency. That does not help me. Taking advantage of high vapor pressure. Yes, we just read this. Oh, wait. Taking advantage of the high vapor pressure ratio of liquid hydrogen and liquid deuterium at a certain temperature, deuterium is fractionated from liquid hydrogen with a certain separation efficiency. Use a conveyor belt to introduce hydrogen from one side. Okay, we did that. After fractionation distillation, export from the other side, which we did. And export the deuterium from the front, which we did. Yeah, we did this. But it's not working. The successful fractionation of deuterium from liquid hydrogen has greatly promoted the use of nuclear fuel. Well, that would be great if I could figure out how to produce deuterium here. So yeah, input, output, and then the output for the deuterium though. Okay, that didn't make any deuterium. This is so confusing. Why did I get that deuterium? I got that deuterium because I pulled out hydrogen from the fractionator. And then more hydrogen went in. And then I pulled out more hydrogen from the fractionator and I got another deuterium. So I got 2 deuterium. Yeah, I have 2 deuterium. So I pulled out a few more stacks and nothing happened. Let's just... Okay, so we got another deuterium. So... hydrogen has to be flowing through this to produce deuterium. Is this like a loop? Is this like a... I'm thinking of an infinity loop. Does hydrogen need to be looped through this to make deuterium? The reason I say that is because I pull hydrogen from here, right? And more hydrogen is going in. But because it's... the output of deuterium is only 1.25% chance of deuterium. And I'll get 3 of them. Or is that how much I already produce out of this one? I think this is like an infinity loop. Like I had to run hydrogen through this continuously in a loop. That's what I'm thinking. So we need to loop this in. So if I... Okay, so we need to loop this. Let's make a infinity loop here. So if we do this, this, and that, will it work? No. I thought I was onto something. It's not working. Guys, I'm so confused. How does this damn thing work? I'm not leaving this episode until I figure this out. If it's a 2-hour episode, it's a 2-hour episode. This is so hard. It's hurting my brain. Is it because... Okay, let's pull out another stack here. Oh! Did you see that? Watch. If I pull hydrogen out, the bottom belt is feeding more hydrogen into the fractionator. And this loop of hydrogen is not able to get onto the belt into the fractionator. So yes, okay, because the hydrogen needs to continually go in a circle, an infinity loop, to produce deuterium. And it can't do that because I keep feeding too much hydrogen on this one belt into the fractionator. So let's delete this belt. Oh my gosh! What in the bloody hell is this thing? What in the world? This is the most bizarre mechanic I've ever seen in Dyson Sphere Program. What in the bloody hell is this? This is like a Frankenstein machine. Like, so, is it using hydrogen though? Dude. You damn Fractionator is so weird. Jeez. Okay. Is this just the hydrogen just an infinite loop here? It's using hydrogen, right? Yeah, 19, 20. I'm just gonna watch this. I mean, look at why is this why is the fractionator blinking like this? What in the world is going on? I mean, we are creating deuterium. We got 23 deuterium out of this machine. Okay, guys. You're gonna have to help me with the fractionator, because I mean, it's working, but like, do I need to continually feed hydrogen into this thing? If I feed hydrogen into this, it's going to stop, right? So watch. Yeah, it stopped. If I delete it, it works. Okay, this is so weird. What if I grab some hydrogen off of this? Okay. It's not blinking anymore. Oh, look at this. The input is 4 and 5. 1.1%. If I introduce more hydrogen. It's 1.2. It's going down. Oh. Okay. Okay, guys. We're making deuterium, but I don't understand this. I don't understand the input. Because if I add more hydrogen into this, it's gonna stop the fractionator. And eventually the fractionator is gonna use up all the hydrogen. And then I gotta go back and put more hydrogen into a loop. Please help me. Please help me. Okay, guys, I'm gonna end the episode here, and I'm calling on my viewers to explain the fractionator to me. Hold my hand. Please help me. I don't understand this. Maybe I'll think about it in my dream tonight and maybe come up with some ideas of how this is supposed to work. I think the confusing part here is the input of hydrogen. It should be fully automated without any of my guidance here. So I just don't understand. So, and this episode is going to get really long if I don't end it. So I'm going to end the episode here, and I'm calling on my viewers to help me understand the fractionator. And then in the next episode, I will continue to work on the fractionator. And hopefully by that time, you guys will give me tips and tricks on how this is supposed to work. With that said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. The fractionator is so bizarre. The mechanic is bizarre. I love it. I hate it. I'm sure you guys feel the same way when you first learned how to use this thing. But I'm stumped. Legit stumped. Okay, well, you guys have a good night or morning or day, wherever you are in the world. Enjoy your day, and we'll see you in the next episode where we continue to expand on the Fractionator with your help. Take care, guys. Bye.